how to create real change in your life right now. In this video, I'm going to share with you one simple tool to help you create real, meaningful changes in your life that you can implement today. And also why our ego intellect likes us to stay stuck in what's good enough, what's fine, how to overcome that energy, and how discipline is actually your best friend and your most powerful co-creator as you imperfectly create the life that your heart desires. Let's talk about how to change your life right now. And this simple tool seems extraordinarily deceiving, but it works. Just do it. Now, before you're like, Sonia, there's a million reasons why I can't hold the phone, X, Y, and Z. I've got news for you. You can. Now, before I go any further, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm a fourth generation intuitive, and I teach you how to get back in touch with your innate divine self, your intuition. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. Don't forget to hit subscribe and that little bell notifications because I release new videos every single week. And this week, we're talking about action. Now, this is something that I see day in and day out with my clients. They want to write a book. They want to travel. They want a meaningful relationship. They want better sex, intimacy, partnership, a spiritual community. And they end up just thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and wishing and hoping. And what never happens is activating their own energy, their own power to make a decision. And whether good, bad, right, or wrong, but to take action. Because the moment that we start to take action on those impulses, on that bass drum that keeps telling you to do the thing, that unwavering, quiet little inkling that resides in your heart space and your gut, that is your intuition. That is your spirit. And when we listen to it, and more importantly, act on it, that's how we create change. Our ego is the part of ourselves that likes to protect ourselves from the world around us. And the ego likes to self-separate out. It likes to keep you in your comfort zone. It's the one that says, oh, no, you can't write a book. You don't know what you're doing. You can't write, or it's too much, or you can't go travel. That's for other people. Or just maybe even being unhappy in your relationship, where this is not the person for me. This is not a right fit. But what the ego will say and what the ego will trick you into is it's fine. These are poison, toxic words. It's fine. It's one of the things that I always find as a little flag when I'm meeting people and ask them, how are you? I'm fine. It reveals nothing. And also is a way that we numb our desire. It's a way that we numb ourselves. Fine is meh. Fine is bleh. Fine checks us out of the miracle and wonder that you are. It checks us out of taking action. It's what keeps us in these stagnant places. It keeps us in those ruts that say, this is good enough. And especially when you know it's not. When you know it's not. I had a client the other day who was in a marriage, and she got married when she was in high school. She was like, my husband's nice. He's a nice guy. And I'm debating whether or not I should leave. Now, in my intuitive work, I will never tell somebody to leave their marriage. That's not an appropriate place to make that type of life-changing decision. But I asked, first, how long has this shown up? And she's like, years, 4 or 5 years. Actually, the moment that I got married, as we were in our reception, I already knew that this wasn't a right fit. But I've been making it work. I've been making do. And then she ended up taking a photography class. And meeting some other individuals who are really engaged, who connected with her on a deep level around art and creativity and feelings and all these things. And all of a sudden she was like, my inner spark came back alive. There was something in me that turned back on, and that was desire. And her desire was for a more meaningful relationship. Her desire was to actually get out of her relationship, or go to therapy, figure out some different tools, ways, strategies to really connect back to what it is that she actually wanted and was deserving of. Now, when we decide, I am going to take action on my intuition, and here's the thing, it can be perfectly imperfect. Let it be imperfect. Let it be messy. Let it be a creative process, because that is where we bring in our intuition. Intuition and creativity are twins. That's where we build confidence in our decisions. That's where we recognize that making no choice is making a choice. And that is where we get stuck. You want to go to the gym and be strong in your body? Then go to the gym. Or you're never going to want to go. You want to write your book? You're never going to want to write your book. We have to sit down and do the thing. And that's where discipline comes in. And it's a way to not only reparent ourselves, but to be loving, to recognize that fine isn't good enough, that I can strive and achieve more, and I can do it in teeny little itty bitty bite-sized steps. You're overwhelmed, you don't have enough information, Google it. But don't get caught up in the traps of, I need to learn all there is to learn before taking action. Because your ego intellect, the part that keeps you from that change, from the life that feels good, that feels connected, powerful, back to yourself, that is the voice that will say, this is fine, this is good enough. And it will smother you. And I've seen it to death with fine. So get clear. What do you really want? Be specific. Be selfish. Be self-interested. Because it's not self-interested. Do it. And then do it. One tiny itty bitty step at a time. Make those promises to yourself and follow through. Don't make it the mountain. Little itty bitty steps. You want to write a book? Then sit down and start writing. If you want to have better sex and intimacy in your marriage, start by communicating, getting clear, and developing a relationship with your own body. It's not too big, because that part that says, I want that, that's your spirit, that's your desire, that's your fire, and taking action on it is how you create change. And you can do it literally right now, today. So where do you want change in your life? And do you actually want that? Check in. Do I really want to put in the work? Is that really what I want? Get clear, get organized, and then take it one step at a time. All of a sudden, you'll see that everything starts to shift, and you'll be connected back to your intuition, back to your spirit, using your intellect to help you organize. Recognize that discipline is a good teacher. It will help you get to where you want to go, and it's a loving energy. So be self-loving, make the decision, do it today. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, leave me a comment. I absolutely love to hear from you. Don't forget to check out my family podcast. It's all related. Check out my spirit type quiz. If you are curious about your soul purpose, you can book a reading with me. I also do one-on-one mentoring. So definitely check out my website. You can send me an email, hello@soniatully.com. I would absolutely love to hear from you. So I'm sending you all my love, and do the thing. Do it today. Bye.